Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sonnet, the owner and creator behind Sonnet's Garden Blooms, and in today's video, you are getting a booth flip. So we are starting with the Ye Olde Goat, and if you guys have been following me for a bit, you will know that my booths, unfortunately, were backburnered and Cranberryfest went to the forefront. With that said, when I got to my booth, you guys, I was totally appalled with myself. I was like, oh my gosh, Sonnet, it looks bad. It looks horrible. I cannot believe you did not come here sooner. I just was like, ooh. But anyway, I walk in, there are piles laying on the floor. They have completely dismantled many of my displays, and that is okay. I understand this is all part of booth life, and sometimes things gotta get backburned, and unfortunately it was the booth. So with that said, what you're gonna see today is I am going to basically rearrange the whole booth and my whole thought process on that, and then we're gonna go to my storage unit, grab a bunch of items, and we're gonna start adding to it. I wanted to have the booth completely finished. I wanted to pull out my tree out of storage, get that up, add a whole bunch more Christmas, to really give it that whole Christmas feel. And that was what I was going to do this morning. Unfortunately, with the rain, we got a ton of rain. It started late last night and it is downpouring, so there is no way I'm going to start pulling more stuff out of storage, get wet and cold, so that is gonna have to wait until later this weekend or early Monday, but I am definitely going to be showing you guys photos of it once I get it all like the rest of the way fluffed up. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and again, I have been extremely exhausted after Cranberryfest, so it took a lot for me to even start this video and really my booth flips. So I hope you guys enjoy.
Like I said, my first booth flip will be at the Ye Olde Goat. It is located at 1919 East Calumet Street, and if you guys have not been here before, I would highly recommend putting it on your bucket list. So as I head on in, the first thing I noticed was there were still little bits of fall here and there, but Christmas was definitely popping up, and I decided I was going to go all in on Christmas. So let's get started. The one thing that I always kept up on, even when I was totally immersed with Cranberryfest, was my DIY paint display. You could always come here and find exactly what you were looking for. But what I did notice right away was that the display was a bit dusty, and I decided I was going to clean the entire display. So I broke out the Windex and paper towel, and I wiped down everything. Anytime I go to a display and I see that it's dusty, it kind of is a turnoff, and I hadn't realized how dusty it had gotten. So that was the very first thing I did, is I went shelf by shelf, paint by paint, wiped everything down, got it looking really good, restocked everything again, and I am so happy with how the paint is looking, you guys. But then after that, I am going to bring you into the booth, and I'm going to show you exactly what it looked like. And like I said earlier, please don't judge. Here it is, guys, the initial look at my booth. And as you're walking in, you can see in front of this one display, they just set down pillows and stacked boxes and left the handles up on my baskets. Just things were kind of just set all about. And over on my desk, everything was laid out flat. And they even took my cute little vintage fan and they unscrewed it and flipped the top down. It just wasn't looking the prettiest. I mean, it wasn't horrid, but I was not impressed with, like, everything was just laid out and nothing was, displayed how I like it. Now, as we walk on in even further, again, just stuff kind of just set all about, all over, and I am definitely putting this on myself. I should have come in and tried to straighten things up. Not exactly sure when everything went really awry here, but I wanted to just give you a glimpse of the before so that you understand what I'm gonna do during. My vision for the booth is I want to pull the table where it's at. I want to pull it against that red wall. I want to then take that green hutch and put it against the window. If you guys watched a while ago, I redid that like 16 pane window. So that's where I want to pull over the green hutch there. I also want to create in that display against that window, I want to put a Christmas tree. So I have a really thin, like streamlined Christmas tree that I will be adding over against that. Now, then I came up with the idea I want to flip the desk and this dresser, so just to really make the booth look completely different. So I moved that. I tried to put things kind of about where I wanted them, and then I go and I fill up my truck at my storage unit. But before I go and do that, I just want to show you a glimpse of how I've rearranged things. Here I want to put a barn quilt. I want to put a big round barn quilt on the table and another big barn quilt on that other shelf. And this is where I was talking about how I want the tree like kind of tucked in there. But overall, I'm really liking my vision at this point. Did fill up my truck 2 separate times full of stuff. I'm going to unload this and start adding items into the booth. So here is where I'm at so far, guys. Like I said, I moved this dresser over here. I added in a bunch of barn quilt stars, the trees. I have a few up high like that. I realized this barn quilt had tipped over, so that is one of the items that I need to fluff. But I'm really liking the flow of the booth. And if you guys notice, there's that one chair in there. I am going to add a bit more stuff here and there, but overall, you guys, I'm thinking this is a good flow of my booth. What do you guys think about the trees on the table? I wanted them up high. I thought the big barn quilt there in the center and a few on each side. I also thought right around here, just tuck in a few here and there, some more up high. Overall, I'm liking those big barn quilts here and there. Then on this side of the booth, I really do like how the desk looks. I'm not sure yet about these blue chairs. I do have them in there, thinking that blue might just not be the best color for the holidays. But at this point, I'm leaving them as is. But we're going to tuck that tree in over on that other side and again add a lot more pops of red, white, just really fill it with all things holiday. So I cannot wait to hear what you guys think about how I rearrange the booth, maybe ideas of what you guys think I should add, but a lot more greenery, definitely a lot more greens. And again, that Christmas tree and all things holiday.
What did you guys think of that booth flip? I liked how I moved all the big pieces around. I am definitely needing to do a lot more fluffing and manipulating. I'm not entirely sure. I like how I have the trees displayed. Unfortunately, with the trees, they are so big. And my goal is to have 20 in each of the booths and all the different colors. So with the goat, I was able to put them up really high. I'm hoping I can do that too at Antique Up. I do not believe I'll be able to do that over at Water Street. It is very low ceilings over there. But with that said, it is what it is. So I am just going to finish working on the yield goat, get that all tackled. Next up is Antique Up. So I don't think I'm gonna do an entire video over there. Probably just show you like little clips here and there on Facebook, Instagram, maybe on YouTube. But I'm just gonna keep you guys in the loop of what's going on with all the booth flips. And Monday's video, not quite sure yet. You guys know what I'm getting? I'm getting the itch to go thrifting. If you've been following me, you'll know that I actually cut myself off and I said I was not going to go thrifting. I just feel like I need it. I need to go. Do I need anything? Absolutely not. I should be cleaning stuff out and just putting tons of stuff in my, my boots. But I just need some thrifting therapy. So that might be Monday's video. Who knows? All right. Well, other than that, it might just be diving right on into Christmas and getting more items ready for my booth displays. So you guys have a great weekend and we will see you Monday. Bye.